Last video I showed you how to perform exploratory factor analysis through SPSS. In this video I want to elaborate little more on exploratory factor analysis, especially when you come across some problems while doing EFA or exploratory factor analysis. So the common problem is low factor loadings, or maybe your factor is loading on items is loading on another factor. So this is our model. We continue from the last video example to independent variable, mediator, dependent variable, and the moderator. And here I have the data. This is the data. It should be available to you. So this data is available with the variables, all the variables, and the data is there. But I just want to show you how in this data I deliberately made some adjustments, so we can see what are some of the common problems in exploratory factor analysis and how can we fix this. So let's run a factor analysis first. So we go to analyze, we go to dimension reductions, factor. Let me reset it a little bit. All of them I put in there except the demographic, as this is not part of EFA. In descriptive I select KMO. In extraction I select maximum likelihood and I want scree plot, and in rotation I want Verimax, and in options I want to suppress above less than 0.30, above 0.30, and I just hit OK. Let's see. So as I told you that KMO should be above 0.60 to go ahead. So in this case it's okay. The Bartlett test is also significant, so that means these conditions are fulfilled. However, as we come down we see that initially we had 5 variables in our model, 1 2 3 4 5, but here it's extracting, this is one of the problem, it's extracting 6 variable, and the 6 variables together it's explaining 62.86% variation in the data. That means it is extracting one extra factor. This is one of the problem. One way to solve this is you go back, you repeat, and you go back, you repeat the command, and when in extraction you can force, if you say, let's say I am telling the software that give me only 5 factors, not 6. So one way we can fix this problem is to make it a fixed number of factors rather than based on eigenvalue. Then in that case, once we repeat the analysis, it will give us 5 factors, because we are telling software that give us only 5 factor, not more than. But if you do the other command, it will give us 6 factors. So this is one way to solve this. But let's see what other things are telling us, especially the rotated factor matrix. See here, for example, PJ1, 2, 3, 5 and 6, but 4 is not showing the value anywhere, because it is showing, because it means it has a low value than the 0.30, and it's, so that means it is a candidate for deletion. So that is one this is one problem, PJ4 for us. In PO2, 1 2 3, which is another variable, these 3 they are loading okay on one variable, but in CC range, CC1 to CC7, we have a problem with CC4 and also with CC5. As you notice, it is loading on 2 factor, on one as 0.880 and other as 0.328. This is where it's generating one extra factor in the overall analysis. So CC5 is our concern, CC8 is also our concern, and EC5 is also loading on 2 factors, EC6 is loading on 2 factors. So these are some of the common problems. I mean, the low factor loadings, and maybe one item is loading on 2 factors. So we need to see if it is loading on its own variable more than other. For example, CC8 is loading 0.759 on its original or variable factor with other items, but a lower value with a new factor. So this can be okay. This can be acceptable. But if this value is less than this, then we need to delete this one. So let's how to solve these problems here. Let's repeat. First I will delete PJ4. Very simple. Go analysis, reduction, dimension reduction, factor. First I remove PJ4 and repeat the analysis to see what's happening there. So still it's showing 6 factors. Now we can see PJ 1 2 3, these are okay. Now 4 is removed from further analysis, 3 is okay, but now our concern is CC4. CC4 is loading on another factor, and also the EC. So let's repeat CC4. Now we want to remove, in next stage we want to remove the CC4. So we just go there, we remove that, and we hit OK. Let's see. So again we coming back here. Now this one looks okay, this one looks okay. CC 1 2 3 5 6 7 8 looks okay, but in EC we have a problem. EC5 is loading on 2 factor, EC6 especially loading on 2 factor, and I mean all other items on EC range, EC1 2 3 4 loading with the factor 3, but EC6 is loading on factor 3 as well as so EC5 and EC6, these are problematic. And also we have PS, which is all other PS from 1 to 7, they are loading on factor number 2, but only PS4 is loading on the other factor and with the greater value than its original factor. So we want to remove EC5, EC6 and PS4 as well. Let's see what happens. So which one we need to remove? EC5, let's see, and EC6, and we want to remove PS4. So we have removed these items. It means this will not be used in further future analysis. So we just repeat the command just to show you. It's same KMO, and extraction is maximum likelihood, rotation is there, very max, and options is suppress 0.30. So okay, let's see. So now the value is showing 905 for KMO, which is acceptable, 0.905, and Bartlett is significant. Now let's go back again quickly to our rotated. Now let's see. So PJ 1 2 3 5 6 all loading, and these loadings are greater than 0.50 and mostly for 0.70, so this is okay. PO 1 2 3, see these ones 7.716, 0.72, so this one is okay. CC's range, which will be a different variable, 1 2 3 5 6 7 8, so this one is okay. Now no problems, no factor, no item loading on another factor. EC range, EC 1 2 3 4 all loading on a separate distinctive factor, so this one is okay. And even here okay, only one problem I can see now, EC7, but PS1 2 3. So let's repeat the analysis and remove EC7 as well, because EC7, why we removing EC7? Because EC7 is not loading on its other remaining variables, it's loading on a different factor. It's not loading on 1 2 3 4, but it's loading on factor number 2, which is related to PS actually. So let's repeat the analysis and we remove EC7. So let's see. So this one all okay, this one okay, 1 2 3, this one okay, this one okay, and this one okay. So this can be our final solution. So this is how you can solve the exploratory factor analysis problems, like all because what we can do is we do step by step, gradually we remove one item or two items from analysis which are having cross loadings or which are loading on other factors or which may be loading on a new factor. And as you can see now, the solution is that problem is also solved. Instead of 6, now it is giving us 5 factor solution, which is what we wanted, because there are 5 1 2 3 4 5 factors or variables in our original model. So this solution is acceptable. The only way to report is when you want to report it, this is file may be available to you. I shared in the drive, Google Drive I shared with you, so you can get from it. The only thing you want to report is you can say that we did the exploratory factor analysis, but we did not get the desired result, so we removed some of the items like I wrote here. So you can mention the names of the labels of the items we deleted, and then you can say we repeated the analysis until we get this satisfactory solution. So here you can see in this solution, for example, PJ4 is missing, CC 4 is missing, EC5 is missing, PS4 is missing. So it means that this analysis, these items we will remove from analysis and we will not use it anymore. So I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you understand it, what we want to say. Please subscribe our channel. Thank you very much.